The global player is finally getting the KFC glider, however there's a lot of backlash around it. So it's time for another clickbait drama video. But anyway, what I really want to do is, as always, I want to fill in the gap between CN and EN player, as the news of course have already made it onto the CN player, and all the CN player is currently talking about it as well. So I want to give some context behind it too. Regardless, for the people who are not understanding what is going on, the KFC glider is finally coming to global, and in order to obtain it, you have to pay $10 on Twitch. Basically, you have to buy 2 tier 1 subscription on Twitch, which is $5 each. These will go directly to the supporting your favorite streamer, assuming that they're participating in, which by the way, I'm not, so don't sub to me on Twitch for the KFC glider, because you will not get a KFC glider on my channel. Regardless, basically for people who don't know how Twitch work, the $10 will be split between the streamer and Twitch and potentially MiHoYo. So the streamer will take half of that and they'll get a $5 in profit. In my opinion, this is actually fine. You get to support a small streamer potentially and get a KFC glider if you choose to get it. And if you don't care about the KFC glider, then you don't care. This doesn't concern you, right? But the first thing I want to talk about is that the KFC glider was never gonna be given out for free. Of course, the KFC glider originally was a part of the KFC bundle collab deal, where CN player have to buy a $59 combo bucket to obtain the KFC glider. For people who don't know how much $59 CN dollar is, it is $9 US dollars. So it's practically the same $9 and $10 US dollars, basically the same $1 cheaper. But anyway, that's pretty much how they had to obtain it. And of course, in CN, they have to go to a physical KFC store in order to actually get the bucket. You can see there's a huge line that they have to line up in order to get the bucket. In fact, the bucket is sold out like basically instantly, so they don't actually even get the collab bucket. They basically just get the regular KFC paper bag and stuff. The collab stuff is sold out long ago. Regardless, that's pretty much how it was in CN. So we were not gonna get it for free, and in the end, MiHoYo chose to put it on Twitch instead. Now, of course, a lot of people may be thinking, wow, I'd much rather get a KFC bucket than, you know, paying $10 to a random streamer that I might or might not enjoy. And I can understand that, but what you guys also have to understand is that this is just not feasible to do in a global scale. The global KFC is not gonna let MiHoYo do it because they're like, MiHoYo? Who is that? For China, this is significantly easier to do because all they have to do is talk to the KFC in CN. And of course, gaming in China is a lot more normalized. As you can see in recent events like League of Legends and Arcane, gaming in China is just a lot more normalized. In here, if MiHoYo try to talk to like KFC US, KFC EU, they're like, who are you? We're not gonna let you do that. So even though it would be nice to get the KFC bucket meal, we're never gonna get that. It's not gonna happen in a logistic level. And so MiHoYo chose a alternative, which is doing this Twitch thing, which a lot of people are still unhappy about. So here is the part where I want to fill in the gap. Why did MiHoYo chose to do this like this? Why did MiHoYo choose Twitch? Why not just sell it in game? And the answer is pretty simple. They actually followed this from a previous successor, and that is Final Fantasy XIV. In CN, this is not the first time KFC have collabed with another video game. Final Fantasy XIV in CN have collabed with KFC before with a combo meal. Here we have the Final Fantasy XIV combo meal with 2 burger and 2 drink. This combo meal is 94.5 CN dollars, and therefore it translates to about 15 US dollars. In this combo meal, what you will be getting is a mount in Final Fantasy. You will be getting this Blackbird, which I imagine is just a cosmetic item in Final Fantasy. Similarly, how the KFC glider does not affect your gameplay anyhow, it's simply a cosmetic item. So once again, to fill in the gap here, this is not the first time that KFC in CN have collabed with a game, and they couldn't do it for global, again, for the same reason. Final Fantasy is not able to talk to US KFC to do a bucket deal like this, because on a global scale, the logistic issue is just impossible to solve. So what did Final Fantasy do? They did the exact same thing. They collabed with Twitch instead. So here you can see for the Final Fantasy global pair to get the mount, they have to do 4 subscription to one of the participating streamers, and it's basically just the same as the Genshin Impact KFC gliders. And of course, 4 subscription on Twitch is equivalent to $20 US dollars. So in fact, there is actually a lot more expensive in comparison to the KFC gliders. But however, what I heard from this event is that this event was very well received in the Final Fantasy community, because the Final Fantasy people really liked it. They think, oh, we get to get the cosmetic that we always wanted while supporting some of the small streamer, maybe even some of our favorite streamer. And so they really liked it. And so MiHoYo most likely just saw how Final Fantasy did it and how it has insanely positive feedback on it, and decided to just go the exact same route. And for the Chinese player, that's basically saying, this is where I got it from. It's like the Chinese player are just telling me, yeah, they did this before with Final Fantasy. I know that they did it before. They are going to do the exact same thing. We all saw this coming. And Chinese fans or Chinese player thought like, this is pretty normal, this is pretty fair. Like, they don't think anything in particular about it. And to be honest, I also don't really think anything in particular about it, because if you're gonna pay $10 for it anyway, you know, you could just give it to a small streamer on Twitch and support them a little bit. I mean, you're paying $10 anyway, so it's not like it changed your wallet anyhow. So for me, I feel like whatever. Once again, to clarify, I'm not participating in this event, so I do not profit from this anyhow. I'm not saying this because I'm getting a part of it. I'm not a part of this. I'm not gonna have KFC glider on my channel, and so if you're looking for one, don't sub to me. Just support some smaller streamer or something like that. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this. Honestly, like, I'm not gonna comment too much. All I wanted to do was fill in the gap between why MiHoYo choose to do it on Twitch. It's simply because they are just copying from a previous successful cases, which is the Final Fantasy KFC bucket meal. I'm just giving the context here, and that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think in the comment. Personally, I think it's alright. I know people are gonna give shit about it, be like, oh, MiHoYo, why would you do this? But hey, I mean, what's the alternative, right? Since they couldn't give us a KFC bucket deal in global, they have to do it one way or the other, and I think this is okay.